We'll do it live. Fuck it.
The Outcast Podcast, where diversity meets hilarity. A white guy, a brown guy, and a black guy walk in to do a podcast, and this is what you get. The Outcast Podcast. Critics agree. It's the white-knuckle thrill ride that'll have you at the edge of your seat. Rolling Stone raves. They're unstoppable. A force to be reckoned with. New episodes drop weekly. Stream it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Watch weekly live on YouTube. The Outcast Podcast.
That is us. We are the Outcast Podcast, and we're coming at you for yet another episode, baby.
Yeah.
You said podcast or podcast?
Podcast.
Both.
Like weed.
Yeah. God damn it, Jesse.
Yes on 3.
This just in, we are the number one podcast.
We are. It's true.
In podcasts, we're like number 745.
But we climbing, though, because there's a lot more behind us.
Yes.
But in the podcast world,
we're number one.
Number one.
Numero uno.
Let's
right.
say hello to our Spanish representative, the brown guy, the OG, Ramo G. What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
How you doing?
Ron Brown. Ron Brown, too. Sorry, guys.
We're doing a podcast, guys.
You know we don't know the difference, right?
Well, and that's fine. And that's what I'm here to learn you.
Learn you.
All right, we try to have a representative from all walks of life. We have our African American representative,
I guess I'm here to be learnt. I'm learnt.
Learned.
Keep
Yeah,
on.
Not your nuts. By your head when you say that. Welcome, people. We appreciate y'all ass for being back.
We do.
You know, it's crazy.
And we have our token white guy. Come back to me.
Nice. Well, actually, he's Italian. They weren't considered white till like, what, 70, 65, something like that?
Well, Italian and Irish.
Yeah.
70, 65,
Yeah.
70. When the mob, maybe it was the 50s.
Yep.
We'll have to have the guys in the back look that up.
Yeah. I'm not sure about
When
my
did the
dates.
Irish become white?
Yeah. In America.
Well, we have a jam-packed show today, and we're trying to get it in before the storm. You know, we're all here in South Florida, broadcasting live on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook. And we're here dedicated and medicated, by the way. One of our producers brought in some chocolates.
Holy moly.
Holy Moses, look at these
You
things.
look at that, the thing. Look at that, TK. Show them.
That thing looks like a UFO,
Like, so-
buddy.
It is.
So here's what he told
It
us.
takes you to
right?
Mars.
Wow.
So he comes in, he got this little Tupperware container and everything, being cool ass Jesse and shit. And he goes, "Hey, you guys want some chocolate?" So like, yeah,
Like,
we
we're
want
gonna
some
say
chocolate.
no.
But so we proceed to take these chocolates,
Yeah.
and I'm like, well, what's the milligram on these things? I'm thinking it was like 5. He's like, oh no, they're like 25 or some shit. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, don't be a wuss.
Oh no! You're like, well, ladies and
Join the
gentlemen,
party.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those kind of days.
This
Fun.
is that creeper type stuff, too, where you take it and it doesn't really hit you for like about 30 or 45
Yeah.
minutes.
I'm starting to feel it.
Oh,
It's real nice.
already?
It's
the
real
one
nice.
you just took?
We took them about a half hour ago,
Yeah,
didn't we?
well, Tomcat and I took 2.
You did.
They should be kicking in here soon.
I took 2, too. I took 2 earlier.
You took two.
2.
And
Now you get it.
Tomcat, how you feeling today? You feeling pretty good?
I'm
He's
feeling
happy,
good today.
yeah.
Yes. Happy today. Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse's cool.
Jesse.
Dynamite.
I vote we keep him around.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, me too.
You know what we found is that when we medicate Tomcat, you know, he kind of calms the cat
He's
down.
cool. Look, he's got his Jesus cross on and everything, man. Yeah,
He's
hell
colorful
yeah.
and stuff. Look at
Thank
this.
He's like one of those animals that you bring to the vet that you have to give like a pill to calm
That,
him down.
my dog.
I want to be sedated. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah,
Nice,
for sure.
nice.
All right.
Get ass to step outside here in a second, buddy.
No, they didn't.
All right, we
What a
have,
bunch of assholes, dude.
We have breaking news. Breaking news into the studio. We are following the hurricane. What is the name of this storm? Let's ask our newsman Tomcat. What is the name of this storm?
Helene, right?
Yeah, Helena.
Helena.
Helene.
Helene?
Is it Helene? Yeah.
It's just
Are you
E-N-E.
sure?
I thought it was an A, but no, it isn't.
It's annoying because it's
Helene.
Helene.
How
Yeah,
they come up with these damn names anyway? Who voted on them? I didn't get. Did you guys get a vote?
I didn't.
I want a Hurricane Craig. Can we get a Hurricane Craig?
Now, the
Yeah,
good
top
thing
flight
about
security in the
now the
world.
good thing about
Right.
this storm is, as you can see here on the map, for those of you who have YouTube, is that it's not going to hit us.
Thank
Well,
goodness.
But we're in the blue. We're gonna get like
We're gonna get a
we're gonna
storm
get
surge.
thunderstorm winds. Like we're the whole state of Florida is under a watch.
Yeah,
not
flood
even
watch.
a warning.
Yeah,
That means it's gonna happen.
like it's totally.
All right, watch this video, guys, here. For those of you watching on YouTube and Facebook, this is the simulation of what the storm is going to do. Look at the size of that
That's a
thing.
big ass storm.
That's
though.
what she
yeah.
said.
Yeah, it is. Look at that. Look at that. It's good.
And
Look at
pause
our
it
area.
right there. It looks
Sorry
like
about that.
it's going to hit right around Tallahassee up near the panhandle
Yeah.
of
That's
Florida.
hilarious.
Well, Florida State.
Why
sucks
is that
anyway.
hilarious? What do you mean?
He just zoned out for a second.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah. No, because it is. Because it ain't hitting us for once.
Well, they're going to get it's not good because Tallahassee has heavy tree cover. You ever been to Tally?
Yeah.
They got a lot of trees, and those trees that cover the roads are beautiful. But if
They
the
are.
storm hits, those trees are going to go flying all over the place. Very dangerous.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I was watching the video of Ian on Fort Myers Beach. The only thing standing on that whole island were the palm trees.
My mom was on that island when
Well,
it happened. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm
She
saying,
sur-
like,
she survived.
you see the palm trees, like, they did not budge. And I was like, wow. And that's why they
Yeah,
survive
the
in
palm
Florida.
trees like, bitch, we've been here.
Yeah, yeah. What? Like,
Now,
this
we're
is a
showing
bath.
on the YouTube the footage of Hurricane Ian. This was the storm that was 2 years ago, almost to the day.
Yeah.
Today's the 25th of September. That one hit on the 28th
Eighth.
of September.
Yeah.
And that was a catastrophic storm that
Yeah,
went
it
right
was.
up our ass where we broadcast from.
We
Yep.
got whacked. I never thought I'd see that storm. That was the storm they
And we had a
always talked
storm.
about.
And you know the thing about it, because these knuckleheads are all being Florida man and shit. Meanwhile, me, the smart one, is like, I'm the fuck out of Dodge.
Look.
And I'm texting all of them because I can't get through to none of them because I'm like thinking the worst. I'm like, okay, I hope my friends are okay. And then I hear from TK and I hear from your ass for like 3 days. I'm like, can
I
somebody go
went
check
right
on
over
Rayo?
my house, dude.
You
right
did go
over.
ghost.
Yeah, I mean,
you
they're-
went ghost for a few days, Ramo. We were worried about
hey,
you.
I couldn't get out. I couldn't get in contact with
I tell you,
nobody.
my
I was
wife-
at home stoned,
Hey,
drunk,
look,
you know.
My wife was like, have you heard from Raymond? I'm like, nah. She's like, why the fuck ain't he text yet? So my wife, she was mad because she ain't heard from him. Because
We're
she,
right there.
We tell you, we be worried about you motherfuckers and shit. But
I'm
while-
right on the
but while
water, too. That
the next
shit hit.
time, so the next time when a big one come this way, can y'all like leave? I have this whole thing down that I get a block of rooms and shit, and we all just be over there chilling in a cool, fun ass spot.
Where?
Well, if it comes this way, like Ian did, we go east. So we went over to Delray and kicked it over at Delray Beach. Kicked it hard. Like, man, it was a situation.
You know how us Hispanics ride, dude. I'm deep.
A bunch
Well,
of people
Brent-
in the same car. That
Deep.
Yes.
Deep as fuck. Hell yeah.
To save the pesos.
Not only that, just in case shit goes
Dipping
down.
on the petrol,
You got your backup.
homie.
I have,
in case some shit goes down.
I have a
Shit on
stat.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a stat here on the Hurricane Ian. It was the third costliest weather disaster.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Supposed to be, wasn't it the most deadly
Ever.
weather disaster
Ever.
ever in
The
Florida?
deadliest hurricane to strike the state of Florida since 1935.
Yeah.
Which would have been Donna,
Donna.
maybe?
Yeah.
Donna.
That hit Punta Gorda, didn't it?
Damn. Yeah, Ian was wow. When we came back, I was just like, holy shit. This shit is real.
So let me just say, my mom didn't put her washer and dryer up on blocks. She lives on the beach, and now the water washes over the beach. So this one may still wash like a foot or 3 feet of water over the beach. She didn't put her washer and dryer up on blocks, so she's gonna lose those. And they just bought a brand new rider mower like a week ago, brand new,
wow.
and it's on
Oh.
the ground. It's not up on blocks.
It
That
should be
thing's-
fine. As long as you don't start it.
Hey, and by the way,
Hopefully it won't.
Memphis wanted a Hurricane Craig.
I did want to carry. I'm telling you, man, the Edwards are kicking in, so it's like fucking with my tongue right now. Idiot. Hurricane Craig. Yeah, tell me
Well,
what.
there already has been a Hurricane Craig.
What? When? Where?
That was in 1935. That was the deadliest hurricane in the Sunshine State's history.
Craig?
And that's what you want, bro? Is that what you're wishing on us, man? Come
Allow
on,
me
man.
to retort.
Hurricane Craig is the
Rescind
deadliest
your
hurricane
comment.
of all time.
Come on, Craig.
Come on, Craig. Okay, so maybe not a Hurricane Craig because he's already done what he needs to do. Maybe like a hurricane, like I don't know. Y'all help me out here. Give me a name. Give me a name. Like a one. Give me a name. Like
Well, we don't want one to hit here, so anyone that doesn't hit here is good.
Idiot.
How about Hurricane Donald? That's what you guys need. Big Hurricane Don.
Well, no, he caused them enough damage.
Yeah. Worst hurricane
I
ever.
think we good on that.
It would have been the biggest, the greatest hurricane, the largest of all.
They ever seen?
That's what they've been saying. It's the greatest one that they had ever seen.
Look
Caused
at
the
it. Just
most
look,
damage.
just look at it.
They-
Just look at
yeah,
it.
the most damage ever. That's what they said.
I did everything right.
I can see the hair.
It would be
That'd
the
be
greatest.
crazy,
It would be
wouldn't it?
the
That would be
greatest hurricane
hilarious.
you've ever seen. For
Oh
sure.
God.
A lot of people are saying it was the largest, it was the most expansive hurricane in history, and I do believe that.
It's hilarious.
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
bad,
That
Tom.
was a
Yeah,
good one.
pretty
Nice
good.
work, man. Nice work.
Quickly, I'd like to just
Oh,
go
gosh.
around. We've all been through hurricanes, so those of you listening to us in the Panhandle and watching us in some of these areas that are really going to be impacted, we have some experience. Tomcat, maybe you could give the audience who's preparing what's a couple of go-to items you would have in your hurricane supply pack.
I did write down my top 5. Number 1. Well, I should probably change it, but number 1 is weed.
Thank you.
That's,
Yeah,
a,
you
that's a
got-
big one.
Number it should
Thank
be what
you.
should be water.
No, that's-
that should be
no.
water. But number
I
2
got water
is
at home.
water. Number 3 is food. Number 4 is power, the generator. But
I got
number
that.
5 is gas because you got to have gas
Yeah.
To put in your generator. Yeah.
for your car, the generator.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Ramo? What's in your hurricane? Preparedness kit.
I mean, TK's pretty much on point. He hit all the points I would have hit. Almost,
yeah.
particularly in that order.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I mean, you forgot ice, but
I mean, I can survive a couple days without water, but not without weed.
But
so
no. Well,
you
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
have
Well,
that
no.
weed.
Well, you gotta have water, man.
well, you guys don't get water
I can
service
survive.
in
You
jugs. Like I
motherfuckers
have so
survive
many jugs at my house.
You
already.
survive on a Diet Coke a day and be
No,
worried
we
about
have,
water.
I saw that meme.
So I stockpile our waters, and for shit like this, I always have a stash. I always keep a stash in the house because you gotta have the water and you gotta have power. You definitely gotta have weed. Listen, you cannot go through some shit like this without your weed, and you gotta have gas because you need to put gas in the generator and stuff like that.
Yep.
And
If the water goes out, you have to have water.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
to drink, but to flush your toilet.
Toilet, yeah.
Because if that happens, you're up shit creek. That's nasty.
The
'Cause
best,
then-
the best hurricane hack that I have is what you do is you get those big Ziploc bags, the gallon ones,
mhm.
and you go to your sink and you fill it up with water and then you seal it and just start stacking your freezer
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
those
that's a
Ziploc
great idea.
bags because
Right.
then, about 8 hours later, and you can prepare, luckily with a hurricane, unlike a tornado, you have a little bit of advance notice. So those of you that are in the cone of death, make sure you get your Ziploc bags, you fill them up with water, you throw them in the freezer, and then 8 hours later, big blocks of ice because when the power goes out, can't keep your food.
And let me
good.
double down on that. That's such a great idea. And then what I heard is you get a cooler and you set the cooler by your fridge, right? Then you take all the if you don't have a generator, a lot of people don't. Take all the perishable items out of your fridge, put them in that cooler, and then slowly take the ice blocks out. Keep putting them in the cooler to keep your perishables cold, and they'll last longer. So now you got all these ice blocks that you made, like Gentry said, and then take them out 1 or 2 at a time to make it last.
up.
Make your cooler last so you can keep your perishables
Yeah,
up
and
for
it
a long
also
time
helps, too,
if you
if
don't have
you-
a generator.
If you have a Yeti cooler, if you get one of those Yeti coolers or something like that, then it keeps everything cooler.
What are you
anyway.
rich? Like $1,200.
You might as well have
Anyways.
a generator if
Yeah,
you have one
yeah,
of them. Yep.
You might as well
$500.
get a hotel for a week.
Yeah, we got
This
one.
is-
That's
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
telling y'all,
Here's
please.
another hack. Here's another hack. Once you collect all your water, fill your bathtub
Yeah,
up
oh, yeah.
with
Bathtub
water.
with
so then
water.
that way you can flush your toilet with that water in
That's
there.
right.
Even
Absolutely.
your washing machine too, you could fill it up with water.
Yeah.
The more water you have, the better.
I
it's
use
gonna
my
be.
pool, but I know a lot of people don't have a pool.
Or just raid your neighbor's pool. Folks.
That too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I usually take it from his first, but at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's not cool.
Nah, probably not.
All right, let's move on to our next topic. We're praying and thinking about everybody
luck,
that's
y'all.
going to be involved in this hurricane, and I don't know, as they say, hunker down and get ready, baby. It's coming. Luckily for us, where we are, it's not going to be great for those of you on the coast, but most everybody, I think, is going to be all right. We've been through worse.
Oh yeah.
Let's move on to our next topic, which is Candace Owens. Anybody on the panel a fan of Candace Owens?
I
She's a
kind of like
weirdo.
Candace Owens. She's all right. I was watching a crazy video last night where she was talking about Kamala Harris's heritage. It would probably piss you guys off pretty bad.
I'm indifferent to her. Like
Yeah,
I don't
care.
pay attention to her.
Man, I was look. First off, I don't take nobody serious, man. She need a perm for one. She need to use different kind of face oils.
I think
and
she's
shit.
pretty. I do think she's a pretty
Oh
woman.
yeah, she could be.
You know, who she remind me of. She
Gentry
remind-
likes that.
she-
Oh,
yeah, he do.
oh,
Just
Jungle
like-
Fever.
Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. She remind me of that girl Azalea Banks.
Where Dex? Yeah.
You know, y'all know who Azalea Banks is?
Yeah.
She remind me of Azalea Banks. They both
Yeah.
crazy as hell.
She's not a bad-looking young lady. She's
not-
you know,
she
she's
alright.
got her
I
own
mean,
thing
she-
going on.
she-
Whatever.
she like
So in
voodoo and
this
shit. She crazy.
case-
I don't like her.
This is if we could pull the tweet up or the X post, I guess they call
I don't pay
it.
attention to her. So.
She has tweeted something that has caused Ice Cube to respond. If
Yeah.
we could pull up the tweets, she says,
Is he the stereotypical angry black man
Are they doing
that he
battle
was in? What was the damn movie he was in?
"Here's the tweet."
21 Jump Street.
Candace Owen tweeted this just a couple of days ago. Gangster rap has never. We had it up. Has
Come on, guys.
Never.
Come on,
Gangster
B-Team.
rap was never black culture. It was created by the feds who preferred deals to homosexual black men in prison and then turned them into artificial celebrities. The goal was to create false idols to destroy black American values.
Did she just call NWA gay black men in jail?
What?
I think
The hell?
she may have.
You know,
But I,
She's crazy. Yeah.
can I just say
Go
they
ahead.
didn't make the first gangster rap songs. You know what the internet says? The first gangster rap song is PSK. What does it mean by Schoolie D? And the PSK stands for phase shift keying, which is a digital modulation process which conveys data by changing the phase of a constant frequency carrier wave. I didn't want to get that wrong. And then the next one after that, 6 in the Morning by Ice-T. And then the next
Okay.
one after that, 9mm Goes Bang by Boogie Down Productions. It would have been 1986,
Yeah.
1986, and then 1987.
7. Okay.
So those are the three that they think started it.
like not even.
Ice-T is
close.
not gay. Have you seen his
So
wife?
were they in prison at that time? And
No.
did they come out?
No,
Oh, you know what I mean?
No,
And then-
Ice-T started like
I don't think he's ever been in jail.
Ice-T's also a Crip. People forget
Yeah.
like because he's been on that one TV show.
So he
for,
probably
like,
was in jail.
Like Ice-T is a true gangster.
Maybe
for
gay
real,
for the stay.
real. Like I don't.
It just
I ain't
seems
going that far. She
kind of verifiable because you
she
can look
just-
at the
I don't
first
know.
songs that
I-
were the
I-
hits and then say, well, is
I
what
don't
she
know.
said true? I'm not sure exactly.
I
but
would.
I don't know. I don't think
She's
it is.
she's like Candace Owens is a parasite that needs to like have medication. She look like she don't wash right.
She's looking for
I mean,
attention, it seems like.
like really, like the
Well,
like
that's
the
not the
feds,
best
like
picture.
the feds.
It isn't.
The feds, like this is
not the
hilarious.
worst
This
either.
is the
No.
She needs to
You can
just
see
like she's just.
It's
she's not,
it's,
she's not invited to the cookout. So
I think
that's
what
why
you want to
she's still
say is
mad.
it's unfortunate because she could have an amazing platform
Oh, she totally
to
could.
do some great work, and she spends a lot of time on.
Like there's some shit that she's saying. I'm like, well, she's
Inconsequential
right about
shit,
that.
like,
Like
it's-
certain little small shit. But for the most part, she just mad because she can't come to the cookout no more. She's banned. She's banned.
They kicked her out.
Well, here was
She's
a
banned.
here was a
No
response.
risk for you.
Here was a response to her tweet. One guy says it was created by Jews. Anyone blaming the feds or the CIA
Uh-oh.
is a coward.
How dare you? How dare you offend our new employee?
They were the ones that were running the record companies, at the time.
True.
How dare
Yeah,
you
reality
offend
rap.
Jeez.
Yeah, reality rap. And we talked about that when we
Yeah.
listened to the NWA and we listened to the album and they talked about that. They called it reality raps.
Right.
And remember that?
Because it's what they saw. That's what they were seeing in their neighborhoods. and
Right.
shit.
Well, I mean, they
That's-
rapped
I just-
about the shit that we saw. That's why.
Yeah.
So when we got it, it was like it's the same
Look,
shit we see.
could the-
They
could
in
the
different
feds-
cities.
Inner
Yeah.
city
Could the-
life.
Could the
yeah.
feds be involved in the rap game now, especially, and have like people that are what do they call them, ops, that are rappers, but
Like-
they're ops? Yeah,
Like
Fuck
right now,
yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Well,
right
from,
now, yeah.
from what I understand, I don't know if it's necessarily the feds, but I have heard stories that California at some point there were people like privatizing prisons,
Well, they
and
do that-
maybe
that's a lot
something
of
that
places.
had something to do with it. The private, making that private, like it to make more money. They kind of tried to influence the hood by making that look glorified.
I'm gonna.
That's a terrible
I'm
word.
I'm totally like. Let's not do that again. That's I'm gonna totally disagree with you on that because like
What?
it has nothing to do with like
I don't
trying
know.
to
I've
portray,
read things like this was going like people in the label industry saying this happened, like this is what people and like people got killed over this. Like it was, I don't know. I guess you could call it a conspiracy because nothing has ever been outright or forthright proven or anything.
I've heard Ice
But-
Cube speak on that.
Yeah, there's been stories that like it had a lot to do with the privatizing prisons in California, and they were trying to promote like that lifestyle to get more people locked up by selling drugs and
we never looked at it that
glorifying
way.
it. Well,
Yeah,
no,
that-
of
so that
course
was
not.
a-
I mean, we grew up
Yeah,
in the lifestyle, but
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like they made it look more glamorous than it actually was to entice people to kind of be. That was the idea. That's what they were saying, to entice people to live the lifestyle, to be a part of, want to be a part of it, to have the cars and the money and the chicks and all that shit.
If you listen
And
to
the
that
dicks,
song,
apparently.
Wow. In some cases,
We'll get to
did he?
Diddy.
He did.
we will be getting to Diddy here later in the show.
Okay, sorry.
And Diddy, according to reports, he was a informant for the feds, for
Mm-hmm.
the FBI.
Damn snitch.
We've been able to do all that dumb shit.
He
but
about
like
to
I said,
get
we'll
stitches.
get to it. But yeah, you got the hip hop police and all that shit. Everybody know about that. It's are they like so? The question: are they feds? You think feds in hip hop now? Absolutely. But back then, nah, I didn't think that shit came on to like the late. I wouldn't even say the late '90s, like maybe the mid 2000s or some shit
You
like
know
that.
who I'm calling out that I think works for the federal government just
Uh-oh.
because
Uh-oh.
Tomcat?
no, just because
Shut
of his
up.
name,
Who?
Tomcat.
Wolf Blitzer. I mean, what kind of name is Wolf Blitzer?
He actually looks like a wolf
Wolf
guy.
Blitz.
To me, he seems like a CIA plant. You know what I mean? You gotta have a plant. You have to have a plant. I'm sure they have rappers. They have people in the police departments. They have journalists.
This guy Wolf.
That's how they
Wolf
do it.
Blitzer.
Well, Wolf
Can we get a
Blitzer.
picture of Wolf Blitzer up here?
you watch a lot of
those
Fox News, don't
Because some
you?
people don't know who the hell Wolf Blitzer is, so we need to show who Wolf Blitzer
Like
is.
the
he
real,
looks like
the
he,
Fox.
he does look like a wolf man,
opinion
but
news.
what's
He
that?
doesn't watch a lot of Fox. He watches the business stuff. Right, Gentry?
I like Fox Business. I like CNBC. I like those
That's
kind
good.
of shows.
Yeah, that's
you know?
cool.
Yeah,
but,
I thought we was getting a picture of Wolf.
I'm just
Blitzer.
fucking with you.
There
Damn,
he
can
is.
I? Oh, I can't make a joke. Sorry.
There he
I
is.
Wouldn't have heard
wasn't
nobody
mad.
say-
And
Don't he
shut
look like a wolf guy?
There he
Like
is.
up.
He looks
looks like a blitzer.
if you were this,
Sure.
That's what
he's
they call
definitely
it
not
now.
a dasher or dancer, prancer
yeah.
or vixen.
I want you guys to
Common
think
cue.
about it though. If you were running the CIA or you were running the federal government, wouldn't you want to have one of your plants working at each one of the major news networks? Why wouldn't you?
Well, you kind of would. Yeah, you
This
kind. I
is-
mean, technically, you're right. You would.
Well, I mean,
And on his
some
note,
people say they control it already.
Jordan
All
was
of it.
asking me the other day, why don't they care their ratings are declining? And it's like, maybe that's why, because they do just want to have their little mouthpiece. They don't give a shit if people watch or if the ratings decline or if people don't like that guy
Sure.
because he's telling them the
Their
message
story.
that they want.
You're right. Yeah.
So
Sure.
they don't want ABC or
Sure.
CBS or NBC to be taken up because there is no power. There's no power vacuum. Something will
Sure.
always fill that information or power vacuum. That's why people come up with conspiracy theories all the time.
Yeah.
If they
I
don't
love
come
them.
with information right away from
Right.
the government, people
Yeah.
are like, oh,
What's going on?
I wanna know
Tomcat,
who the hell start these conspiracy.
I got a
theories.
question for you, Tomcat. Who is leading in the polls right now when it comes to
I
Kamala
am.
Harris and Donald Trump right now?
I did everything right.
Trump,
Trump is leading in the polls.
They're
Yep.
eating the dog.
2 points.
Which polls are we talking about?
I think Rasmussen, CNN, Fox News.
He's leading, and we're what? November the 8th is the big day, right?
He's kicking ass in like Georgia and North Carolina. He's like up 5 points in Nevada and Georgia, North Carolina. He's doing good.
What's the latest on the second assassination attempt? I heard that there's some new news that has come out about that second assassination attempt.
Well, the guy's son who he got charged now with trying to assassinate the president. Before he was just charged with gun charges. Now he's actually been charged with trying to assassinate Trump. Also, his son just got charged with child porn, like totally unrelated.
What?
Yeah.
You think they planted it on his son's computer?
I don't know, but his son just got charged with child
see
porn,
that.
and they found out he was like lurking around not just the golf course, but Mar-a-Lago for like a month before that, here and there, stalking, trying to catch trying to catch him.
Well, we have
So
a news
pretty wild.
story. Let's roll it from the truck. There's also a manifesto that I'm hearing
I heard about that.
Roll the tape. Roll it.
Rolling.
Parents' assassination attempt of former President Trump about to face a judge. And this hearing comes as we're getting our hands on a new document shedding light on what the FBI calls a planned attack. Victor Jorge is outside the federal courthouse in West Palm Beach sorting through it all.
Is that your boy,
Brian
Raymond?
Ruth will face
Maybe,
a judge any
maybe.
moment now, and the main thing we're on the lookout for is we're going to find out whether or not Ryan Ruth will be able to stay out of jail while he waits for trial. Prosecutors have already said he should stay in jail. They've actually just submitted this document into the case where they go into detail about what happened on September 15th on former President Trump's golf course. And in one of the sheets, one of the pages here, the Justice Department actually shares a letter apparently written by Ruth where it says, "Dear world, this was an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, but I am so sorry I failed you." Right now, he's facing 2 charges related to guns, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and possession and receipt of a firearm with an obliterated serial number. Now, you might remember last Sunday, Ruth was spotted at Trump International Golf Club with a gun while the former president was golfing on the 5th hole. Secret Service says he was hiding along the tree line. Agents spotted him, shot their weapon, and Ruth fled. He was later apprehended in Martin County. The FBI and Secret Service also found a backpack, shopping bag, and a camera Ruth left behind at the golf course. So what's next in this case? We're expecting to find out again if Ruth will stay in jail or be out of it while he awaits trial. And we're also waiting to know if there will be more federal charges added. Right now, he also deals with the possibility of charges at the state level after Governor Ron DeSantis says he'll launch his own investigation here in the state of Florida, saying he does not trust the feds will be transparent.
So what he didn't say was right in the middle of that letter right there. It says that he offered $150,000 for someone to finish the job. And that is like putting a hit out on this guy.
It is.
They should not have released this letter.
That's
this
totally
is incendiary. It is an incitement. It's a call to arms to people to kill this guy for $150,000.
That's a lot of money.
Dirty.
That's fucked up.
He's a nut job though.
This is a screenshot. It's not even the actual page.
Yeah.
I don't like.
You released that?
I don't like Donald Trump at all, but like that's fucked up.
Yeah,
man. That's fucked up.
Yeah, of course.
This. It's open season on this cat, and it's like mostly people from his own party, but that's still fucked up regardless of
It
who
reminds
is.
me of a John Wick movie. Like I've been watching a lot of John. It's like it's just more, and more bosses. Oh, he defeated that boss. Get 5 more, and then put out more. 250,000, 700 million for his head. Just
Look at this guy.
ratcheting it up. You know,
Boy.
It's terrible.
hopefully, God willing, he's okay. Regardless, whether he wins the
He's
election
fine.
or not,
He'll be fine.
nothing happens to him because people try to hurt him.
Yeah.
True.
Lord.
Speaking of people
100%.
trying to hurt other people, we do have our next story here.
Uh-oh.
Let's go to it. This is the Diddy story. We have some
Diddy.
sound.
Who'd he hurt now?
We have some sound from last night. Suge Knight. You guys all know who Suge Knight is, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He is
all up in your video.
He's warning Diddy that he better watch his back while he's in the can
Hey.
because other inmates are probably plotting against him.
Hell yeah, they are.
You've been watching 60 Days In. We know what's up.
Yeah. Somebody's got a shank. Let's roll the
That's a
tape.
penis.
This is actually from last night's News Nation.
You might like that.
With Cuomo, the better looking of the 2 Cuomo boys. No Diddy. No Diddy, of course. But roll the tape
You're a dick.
of Cuomo.
Somebody will get their ass whooped. That was me in those days. But they used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They could take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg, and have those guys put their pants down and bend over and they stick it up their ass. The eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second.
But
Suge.
if you just look. That's all you got to do.
I have never heard of anything like that.
You've heard of it, buddy.
If I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Let's stop for a second.
Go ahead, Suge.
Yeah, listen, and also, have you ever been to any puffy parties?
No.
You sure they had a long time to think about it. But if you haven't been in those preachers been in those parties, and they wasn't on their knees praying for God, see, they was praying for somebody to have come real quick or something. But I wasn't there, but there's proof of it. But at the same time, everybody want to look around and act like something going on that wasn't right. It's the facts of life in the industry, not for the people who don't get in. So everybody, you got to look at it like this. When you see a beautiful woman or you see a handsome man, and it was like that all their life, from elementary school to junior high school to high school, they forced to go to college, right? They always knew they had something special about themselves. But you take some of the Hollywood executives or some artists, they might have been the ugly duckling for a long time before they had the teeth fix and lip fix and nose fix, all the work done. Underneath, they still the young people with no confidence because they've been that way all their fucking life.
I've heard enough out of Suge.
He's trying to kick knowledge.
He is
and
kicking
I began
knowledge.
to slide into him from behind.
What is wrong with you people?
What is this hard-boiled egg thing?
So the very first question that
Why, you interested?
that anyone should ask any rapper when they interview him from here on out is, have you ever had a hard-boiled egg in your ass?
Yeah.
I mean, that should be question number one.
Should
time.
we should name it. Let's name it.
Have you had a hard-boiled
What would you call that?
That question that gets your ass kicked. That's what it would be.
Wow.
But
do you
punch
peel
in the
the egg
face.
first and then you put the egg in?
and isn't the egg gonna break?
Why are you guys still discussing this? Are you really that interested?
You said hard-boiled.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
but
Oh,
so do you
it's
take the
hard-boiled.
shell off or do you leave the shell on?
Well, you shelling it when you're
You
putting it up
leave
your
it-
ass, and you
yeah,
take it out
you-
and you eat it.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it
and
still warm
no,
when you do it?
that's apparently the way he said it is they hard boil it and then they put it in your ass, and if it
So-
breaks, they say you haven't put in enough work and they start working you again.
Oh, that's just fucked
okay.
up.
I think that there's some bigger names that are going to come out in the midst of all of this stuff. One guy's name who's starting to come up,
No.
Clive Davis. They
Yeah, I've
say
heard that before.
They say that he may be the mastermind. You know, he's the one that gave Diddy his
Diddy
big
his spot,
his
right?
big
So
break.
he's the one that's been putting eggs in everybody's ass.
Yeah,
Maybe it was his idea.
Ew.
You think that's like a college
No
thing that
wonder
they
the-
did?
The
in
price
their
of
frat?
eggs.
That's
The price of
weirdo
eggs
shit.
was going up back.
Yeah. You ain't kidding. It's almost an honor now. The price of eggs, shit.
Golly,
Eggs and
people
baby
put-
oils through the roof.
Golly.
Yeah, I wonder if they use baby oil on the hard boiled
Well,
egg,
well, you
or
know
if they
what?
just do it all raw dog
So
dry
I
and
just
shit.
looked at this tweet that
It's hard.
50 Cent just put out of baby oil and Diddy. It's like a Johnson & Johnson thing where they had Diddy on it. 50 Cent just tweeted this. It's hilarious. I was just showing
So
TK.
there was a TikTok thing that said somebody,
TikTok.
it was a rumor on TikTok. Not true, definitely alleged, that there was GHB that was in those bottles of baby oil.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
that's why the feds took them, because the feds, why are they going to take 1,000 bottles of fucking baby oil?
Maybe
but
they
they
need
will
it.
take 1,000 bottles with GHB in them.
They got a Christmas
And
party
so
coming
there was
up,
a guy
man.
that was like pontificating on TikTok that maybe there was drugs in the bottles of lube
Well,
instead
let me
of
ask you
actual
this.
lube.
What is GHB? Because I'm a little ignorant to that.
It's like I don't know the technical name of it, but it's essentially something. What I seen of the form is liquid, and you drink it. You take like little capfuls of it.
It's like ecstasy.
Yeah,
really.
and no, it's way more than that. It really
Holy
knocks
shit.
you the fuck out. Like,
Like,
you go in a K-hole. It's almost
I
like
think
ketamine.
it's a horse tranquilizer.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
ketamine.
Fuck.
That's ketamine. Me and Hill used to do that shit all the time.
little teeny capfuls,
Yeah.
and it's like a
It
Boom.
used to be a date rape drug back in the 90s because it would knock people out. And then
If you've ever done a roofie, it's like way more than that.
Yeah,
but
it's like
that type
taking
of
3.
effect where you can't
Yeah.
control yourself and you're
Damn, that's
down.
fucked up, man.
There's some other stories that have come out with the Diddy. You know, Clive Davis's name has come out. J-Lo's name is being tossed around. And then, of course, his bodyguards are all talking. And his bodyguards say that there's hidden cameras all over Diddy's house at all of his locations. And when they would do these freak-off parties at the hotels, they would have hidden cameras in the rooms. And so now they're saying that there are these freak-off tapes. And who knows who's going to be
Suge
on.
was naming a lot of names in the beginning of that tape there.
he was.
Now, where are you going to be
All
able to?
the rappers.
Are you going to be
names,
able to
his name in
purchase
there.
these videos somewhere? Or
Something's gonna look. If
It's gonna get crazy.
let me tell you this: if there's videos, they're gonna leak.
it's going to be girls
they got
going
him
wild
on,
again?
Well, you know they
come
got
out.
him on Suicide Watch. They got
Who?
Diddy, yeah,
he's
he's
on
been.
Suicide Watch. But when
Yeah,
Suicide,
I
basically
bet.
when you on Suicide Watch, some people they betting on how long he gonna last because that's how Epstein.
Oh, he hung himself. You know.
Supposedly, he was on Suicide Watch.
And how about those cameras that all of a sudden stopped working
Yeah,
for that
sometimes
moment?
they do.
Yeah.
And the guards just happened to like peel out. Yeah, all that. It was too much. Yeah. I hope nothing happens to Diddy at all because
you know he gonna tell.
they need to, restore a little faith in our prison system here. People just expect now if you go in there, that guy's toast.
For this shit.
He's gonna die.
Yeah, so if he makes it to trial, you know he gonna tell. And
You think Justin Bieber got
I think
money
he's
out on?
probably telling right now. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
I
If he's
think
facing
so.
all that
So
time,
Yeah,
so I
he's
read.
probably,
He's probably singing like a
he's
little
probably
bird.
telling anytime somebody comes near the cell.
Well, I read that affidavit, and
Shit.
they didn't name the names, but they referenced like how you just got to figure it out. And I know like Meek Mill's name, I figured out. I know I figured out Usher and Justin Bieber. I did figure those names out because it's in the affidavit. You can just read this right there, but they don't say the name. But you like, and it has off the bottom like paragraph, and it'll say this and that what reference, and he's like, oh, I know who the fuck that is, dog. Oh man, this shit, man.
Can we find Diddy's mugshot? I don't know that I've seen the mugshot yet.
I don't think they put it out there yet.
If we could search.
Oh,
in
I
the
think
truck-
I've seen it. He's looking pretty sad, and
I didn't know. I didn't see it.
yeah, he's looking direct. I don't think I've seen it. I think I have seen
Let's
it.
try to pull it up, and then I see here if you want to write Diddy, they have published this. He's inmate number 37452. Inmate number 37452, and he is being held at the MDC Brooklyn, where you can write him a letter at P.O. Box 329002. That's P.O. Box 329002 in Brooklyn.
You know he
New
getting
York.
a lot. He getting a lot of hate mail, boy.
He's probably getting a lot of hate in jail.
Yeah. Oh, so well, they say they got him in the
He's
shoe.
alone.
He
He's
is-
not
oh,
in the
good.
general population.
Yeah,
because
I
he would
heard he's
definitely
with
get taken out.
Sam Bankman-Fried or whatever his name is.
Oh,
the
they're
guy.
hanging out?
I heard they're in the same spot.
Who?
That's the guy that had the crypto Ponzi scheme, the
Oh.
FTX guy.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You know what's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
happen
yeah.
now? This shit's gonna be like a movie. They're gonna pop out in like 5 years and like start a crypto business together with the whole new record label and be like, take that.
Oh no.
Him and
Diddy
Sang
won't-
Bankman-Fried.
Diddy won't be able to do if. I don't think he's gonna get a whole lot of time. He's gonna get time, but I don't think he's gonna do a lot though. I think he's gonna do like maybe between 7 and 15.
What if he
roughly.
ends up getting in trouble for Kim Porter's death because you saw that?
Then that's different.
That is.
That's different.
His kids don't want to
yeah,
talk about it.
yeah,
I saw that
yeah.
there's been some
Who would,
allegations.
though?
You know, Kim Porter was in her mid-40s, looked like a very healthy woman. This was
Mm-hmm.
Diddy's wife. They have 3 children, I think the 2 twins and King Combs. And Kim mysteriously died of pneumonia in her mid-40s, and she looked like a pretty healthy gal to me.
Yeah.
And so now there's been people that are accusing Diddy of having something to do with her death, with Tupac's death. All of a sudden,
Biggie.
Diddy's to blame for everything. And probably somewhere down deep we'll find the truth, but at this point he's being blamed for it all. And unfortunately for his children and his stepkid Quincy, and they're caught in the middle of it. It's a terrible situation. But everybody's talking about it.
This is what set it off, though.
Well,
This
I mean,
him whooping Cassie in the hallway of the hotel right here. This
'cause-
really set it off.
I mean, because if you just watching this and it's like I don't see him in the same light. You know what I mean? Like some of the shit like about him, I knew. I was like, okay, that shit I already knew. Like those of us in the know, like, oh, we know that shit. But when we saw that shit with Cassie, it was like, okay, that's like that could have been my sister, dude. I would have threw you out of building off top of a building. That's fucked up. So if you could do that to a woman, you can do that to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
He probably wouldn't do it to a guy though.
She right, and she
Not no
probably
real one.
she probably has brothers that feel very not
100%.
empowered because they can't do anything. Probably he has security and he has everything else, and here he is smacking their sister around. And she
Yeah.
probably does have brothers or sisters that are probably horrified watching that. Tape.
100%.
All right, we've
Definitely
only-
mom
we-
and dad.
We've only got time for a couple of more topics before we get to TK's not so good news.
It's sweet.
And it's terrible.
One thing
I
that
gotta pee.
that has
Hurry
come up
up.
this week in our group text is that I know her brother would say it doesn't matter if you're black or white, but the sister, Janet Jackson, she's saying, I guess she's saying that Kamala is not black and that she is an Indian. You know, I don't think it matters what skin color Kamala is, really. It's, do you believe in her policies and do you want her to be our next president?
I think you're an Indian, Gentry.
It's possible. I'm wearing my Indians hat, by the way.
That's offensive. It's a baseball
that's why
team.
I thought that.
Well, they were the Indians then, though. But, I mean, they're
I
not
like
the,
Chief
they're
Wahoo.
Not, they're the Guardians.
He was endeared.
Something like that.
So somebody's going to have to fill me in. I heard from what I read. I'll say what I heard, and then you guys can say what you heard. But Janet Jackson played it off like she didn't really know. She said, I'm just going off of what somebody told me. Somebody said to me that she's not black. She didn't seem to like stand on it like, I know it for a fact. Tomcat, what did you hear about this story?
I think that is right, that she did say that. She did repeat it, though. But then what happened was Jackson's team confirmed that there was a man who issued an apology on her behalf to BuzzFeed, and it wasn't her manager. That was a guy by the name of, can't remember his name, but her brother is her manager. Randy Jackson is her only manager.
Didn't he die? Didn't he die?
The guy's name was Mo El Marassi, who issued the statement. So Mo El Marassi told BuzzFeed the day after she said it, she didn't mean to say that, but everything he said was not authorized. And then the story was the very next day, basically she came back and they came back and said he wasn't authorized to say that, and basically she still believes it, even if I guess maybe she doesn't exactly know what she believes or not. From what the first statement was, you know, she doesn't seem to exactly know, but.
Well, referencing the Jackson that died, it was Tito Jackson that just died recently.
Oh, okay.
He died.
I knew one of them passed.
Damn it, Tito.
He died just about 3 or 4 days ago.
So now it's the what? Yeah. Jackson 3?
Yeah.
Jackson 2?
Yeah, it's 3.
Of the Jacksons that are still alive, of the original, 3 of the brothers
Randy.
are still alive. Jackie, Jermaine, and Marlon are the ones that are still alive.
Yeah, Whoopi Goldberg was on The View defending Janet Jackson, saying people need to give her some grace. I do think Janet Jackson's brand probably take a little bit of a hit from this. I do.
Well, even a bigger hit than that Nipplegate? What do you think?
No, that was good for her, I think.
That was bad for her.
It was good for us.
It was good for Justin Timberlake. It was bad for her. She got canceled.
We was like, Janet Jackson's titty.
I thought it was a nice titty, by the way.
I was like, holy shit,
it is.
A titty. They really real. I love it.
His titties are getting a little harder these days because he has been working out. He is our not-so-good newsman.
I thought it's because he was horny.
No, like tight titty 2024.
This newscast is being brought to you by BetterHelp. That is betterhelp.com/outcast. You can get some therapy, online therapy from the convenience of your own home. Just go to betterhelp.com/outcast. Save 10% on your first month's therapy. Tomcat, are you actually changing? You look like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
What in the hell?
He looks like a fucking beetle.
Too early.
You know who you
the
look
news
like?
Guy.
You know, you look kind of like Austin Powers. Like
he does.
Baby.
Yeah, baby.
Boom.
He looks like a weatherman that just did a line of cocaine.
Yes,
tell the hell out
totally.
the weather.
All right, type of the news, guys. September 25th, 3 days removed from the anniversary of the deadliest hurricane to hit Florida, which came ashore the second deadliest. Right here, after another monster storm is churning off the Gulf as we speak.
Damn it.
Some history of September 25th. 1957, the Little Rock Nine began the first full day of classes, which is awesome.
Nice.
1962, Sonny Liston KOs Floyd Patterson to win the heavyweight boxing title.
Sonny
Liston.
Man, he was a bad man.
He was.
1965, 60-year-old Satchel Paige of Kansas City Athletics pitches a 3 scoreless innings.
I remember that.
Which is insane.
I wasn't there, but I remember that. Yeah, he's a good pitcher.
1976, U2 forms. Dave Easton, his brother Deke, and Adam Clayton responded to an advertisement in a bulletin at the Mount Temple posted by a fellow student. That was at Mount Temple University. Larry Mullen posted it, and to form a rock band, which inevitably became U2. So they formed on this day back in 1976. 1981, Sandra Day O'Connor becomes the first female Supreme Court justice.
Nice.
2015, Caitlyn Jenner officially changes her name from Bruce and her gender to a woman.
All right.
That's right. It is
Penisless.
National Daughter Day. So even if your daughter has a dong, let's celebrate. Let's go.
I love my daughters.
National Lobster
Love
Day.
you, girls.
National Lobster Day. By the way, Red Lobster has canceled its bankruptcy proceedings, so it looks like
good.
Flavor Flav saved Red Lobster.
Did he?
Right.
I love
Good, so
them.
we can go get those biscuits?
Yeah,
That's
cheddar
what I'm gonna say, them
biscuits.
cheddar biscuits, man. Let's go get some after the show.
Sorry, G, I didn't mean to cut you off.
National Binge Day, so binge out on some Outcast Podcast today.
Yeah.
National Quesadilla Day.
I've been on some weed.
National Roadkill Day, a sustainable way to feed America and clean the streets. It's National Roadkill Day.
No, you want to eat like an armadillo. They carry like disease or some shit.
It's also the
Now,
last
if you
one
fry
is
it.
it is National One Hit Wonder Day. So Luna's Crisscross, Jaquan, Tag Team Vanilla Ice, Huey, Soft Cell, Chumbawanga, Kevin Rowland, Lou Bega, Lord Tariq, and Peter Guns. It's your day. Here comes the news.
Nice.
Pager and walkie-talkie bombs. The Israeli strikes with pager and walkie-talkie bombs. We talked to us about this last week, but I wanted to tell you how they did it. They actually laced these pagers and these walkie-talkies with PETN, which is an explosive. They started shipping these pagers out to them all the way back in 2022. And they were using a subsidiary company, a Taiwanese company, so that they thought they were buying these pagers from a Taiwanese company. They were actually buying them straight from the Israeli military, who was lacing them with explosives. And then all the way 2 years later, they finally blow these bombs up. And then all the pagers went off at the same time, killed a bunch of people. The next day, they did it with the walkie-talkies, blew them up. And I think we got a story about what happened the day after that.
The hell?
That's kind of sadistic.
Roll the tape, please.
Shocking story coming out of Lebanon that's breaking right now. 2 days ago, pagers belonging to members of Hezbollah were simultaneously detonated. And yesterday, walkie-talkies all over the country began exploding in another wave of what appears to be Israeli retaliations. But just moments ago, in a truly surreal twist, the rectums of goats all over the country exploded at the same time, killing an additional
Wait a minute.
1,800 people.
I thought Diddy
and
was in
injuring
jail.
Thousands of others.
This seems
Nope.
like it could be a deep fake.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what seemed right to
International
me,
news
man. What the
correspondent
hell?
Kevin
Look
Brown
at this
is
AI.
following the story on the ground in Tel Aviv.
Brown on the
Kevin,
ground.
it's good to see you because everyone was following
Tom
the
can't see,
pager
and that's why we don't believe half the shit you say when you're up here. We just
That
let
is
you
the
talk.
best AI fake I've seen yet.
That was CNN, right? That was Jake Tapper.
That was Jake
Yeah.
Tapper.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
It
like,
wasn't
see.
Jake Tapper, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything you say, you can't believe. Just
Lil. Go. You can.
it's
Hey,
comedy.
hold on. Can we pause the news? You're a little disheveled, Tomcat. Could we fix his jacket?
I
know
like
you- I
him.
know
He
you
looks
changed-
good.
Yeah, fix his collar a little bit.
You gotta just say, yeah, baby.
I want our newsman to look good. You know.
Thanks,
there
guys.
you go. There you go.
Your left
Bring it up a
lapel
little
is a little fucking.
Calm down, Tomcat. Calm down.
Yeah, there you go.
Give us,
Okay, calm down, Tomcat.
Next up,
Thank you.
give us the news. Whoa.
Lil Pump. All right, UC fighter Colby Covington showed off his move Saturday by putting Lil Pump in a chokehold.
Wait, what?
You can see the rapper gasping for air. Now, he's trying to tap out, but as you see, he's tapping on himself like an idiot, and you got to tap on the person in order to tap out. So this guy doesn't know. Now, watch, he really gives it to him here. And,
His ass, he's
He's tapping. He's tapping his leg.
Yeah, good night. Oh, he's out of here now.
Oh, good night,
no.
Lil Pump.
And good night. Man, watch you. When he wakes up, you can tell he was fully out.
Oh man, little dump.
I feel like that's kind of mean to do to somebody
It is mean.
because you can die. I mean, you're probably not going to, but oh yeah, he was
No, you
he was
could.
out. You can tell by his reaction here.
It's
Pumped him up.
yeah. Well,
Next up,
idiots.
mountain fall.
Idiots.
A hiker is lucky to be
Yeah.
alive after he slipped and fell on a mountain, skidding down a steep slope until a tree stopped his fall. Yang Mang, 42, was hiking in the Fangzalang Mountains in China's eastern province on Monday when he slipped and fell, capturing the terrifying moments on a 360-degree camera.
Yang Mang.
Yang Mang,
And where was he?
watch this. All right, hold on. I gotta say, he's in the Fangzalang Mountains in China's eastern Ahang province.
I'm pretty sure you're
Oh,
saying
shit.
that wrong.
You damn right.
whoa,
So it's-
he's going.
He is.
This tree saves his life right
Is
here.
this on purpose?
No.
Oh.
He slips right here. Watch.
I thought it was like a ride at
They're
an
hiking.
attraction at a like.
All I
Park
can
or
say
something.
is Dang Mang,
Dang Mang.
Shang Mang,
That's his name.
over in
No,
Bang
and
Mang.
he going. He like, please, please,
Dun,
please,
dun,
please,
dun,
help me,
dun,
help
dun,
me, please. Don't roll, don't roll.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
why. That's why
Dang.
you don't kill trees, people. Trees save lives.
This one's great. This one is a robot takedown. First one I've seen. Rome Person in custody after Lubbock authorities responded to a barricaded subject Wednesday morning. Felix De La Rosa, 39, charged with aggravated assault on a robot. which is a public servant following a SWAT standoff that took nearly 2 hours. Now watch this. The robot is there spraying pepper spray in there. He covers the robot with a sheet to try to get it to stop.
And then he looks out.
Then the robot busts through the window here and continues to spray pepper spray in there. He comes out of the room and tries to fight the robot here, but then the robot ends up. He shoots the robot. Yeah, he shot the robot. And now he comes out and he tries to just straight up get it on with the robot right here.
He's going to have sex with it?
And then the robot basically does that to him, actually. The robot turns and pins his ass. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. And then the cops come and get him. The robot just straight pinned him.
Is that
or it's fucking him. I don't know.
Is that a hard-boiled egg?
That's probably a hard.
It is.
That's a really hard-boiled egg.
Once again, I thought Diddy was in jail.
Not in jail. All right.
It's the new Diddy bot.
This guy on the other video that fell off the cliff needed this magic carpet that this real-life Aladdin used. He's flying into a whole new world. Watch as Daredevil Freddy Montegani jumps from the Croix des Tites mountains in France using a magic carpet similar to a wingsuit.
Is that AI? Or is
No,
that
that's real.
That's real. We know that for a fact.
That's not a carpet. There's no way, dude.
Right?
He has a parachute, and if you like this, he goes down far. That's a drone following him. I've watched the video from his helmet and the video. This is the video from the drone.
Yeah, he's just falling. So yeah, you could do that.
And
definitely.
then at the very end, he uses his parachute. So it's kind of far. You don't have to watch
So
to the
he's
end. but-
laying on a carpet.
the magic carpet. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Are we sure that's not Jake Tapper on that?
Might be a Jake
It
Tapper.
might be. Yeah. I think it is.
All right, this one
Look
is
at how it's moving with him. Like, yeah, get the fuck.
That's real.
It could be real. Who
It's
knows?
real.
I don't think so.
This one's real too, and it's kind of messed up. Welcome to the Suicide Pod, folks.
What?
Uh-oh.
The Sarko Suicide Pod gave a chilling command to a woman before she took her own life, folks.
What is this?
Are we allowed to show this?
Yes, you don't see her die. This is the pod and the lady. She's dead now. The American woman who became the first person to take her own life in the new suicide pod in Switzerland was given a chilling command by the morbid machine just before she took her last breath. After ending the Sarko suicide pod on Monday, the machine allegedly asked a 60-year-old woman who has not been publicly named to press the button that would euthanize. And it asked, if you want to die, press this button.
And what does it do to her?
It just gave her instructions.
No, then
But to do what?
the way it kills you is nitrous oxide. So
Really?
It's like a gas chamber.
yeah, the process knocks
you,
out
like-
the individual with death occurring in 10 minutes. The pod comes with an emergency exit button. 3D printed chambers called Sarko, short for sarcophagus, floods its chamber with nitrous gas, causing the user's oxygen levels to plummet to deadly levels.
All right, wait a minute. Time out. There's a switch on it that'll let you turn it off.
Yeah.
So essentially, you could go in there, do some nitrous,
Come
shut
back.
it off,
This podcast is good.
Yeah, you
do
better
some
hope
nitrous.
you
It's
better
like
hope
doing
you bubble
balloons.
But
It's a free balloon machine.
But if it don't work, you're screwed.
Dude, if that well,
If the button don't work, I
I'm
wouldn't
sure
try
it
it.
works.
Nah, I'm cool.
All right, car meetups in Philly. Philadelphia police responded to 11 illegal car meetups in the city over the weekend where large clouds of hundreds of vehicles took over the intersections. Do donuts, set off fireworks. One dude had a flamethrower in one of these things.
Nice.
damn,
Cool little video.
that's crazy.
Looks like fun. Have you ever seen Escape from New York?
Fireworks.
Escape from New York with Kurt Russell?
Nah,
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
That is fun.
That is really rad, man.
Kids are crazy.
Yeah, they are. My last story, Tommy Lee versus the Coyote. Well, actually, if it was up to Tommy Lee, the dog would have been Datchet Hound Dinner. Comedian and actress Brittany Farland Lee, wife of Motley Crue drummer Tommy Lee, is sharing an urgent message saying, watch out for your dogs. The coyotes might get him. She shared this video of a dog jumping over her fence and snatching her little Datchet Hound right by the pool. There's Tommy Lee. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah,
The dog
honey,
would've been dead.
watch out for your husband's giant wang.
There it is, yeah. The coyote wasn't scared of his penis.
Yeah, apparently not. He didn't whip it
She
out.
went.
That's
She
why.
ran over there and got the dog back. So she saved the dog.
That's
She said when she
crazy.
first saw it, she thought it was just the neighbor's dog, and then it grabbed the
That's
coyote
why
and
you-
took off. So
that's
a
why
happy ending to my last story.
That
why you
is
should have
happy.
That's why you should have a big ass dog to fight back. Get you a pit bull or a Rottweiler or something that the coyote comes.
Yeah, them coyotes in my neighborhood are scared of my dog.
Yeah, they'll fucking kick your ass and shit.
And he's
You
a
know
dick.
What I'm saying? What the fuck?
That's going to do it for TK's Freak Off News.
The freak out
Brought
food.
to you by...
Is that a boner?
It's brought to you by Johnson & Johnson's Lube.
Lube.
Make sure you stay lubed.
That's a whole lot of. That's a whole lot of freaking baby oil, man. So you know what I was thinking?
That was a strong newscast.
It
Tom.
was. Yes, it was, man.
Although
Nice work.
I do
Let's not.
feel like you were yelling at us sometimes during it, but
It's the shirt. It's because he's got that damn Jesus cross on. Thinks he owns everybody.
Oh my God. Let me ask you guys this real quick. Let me ask you this real quick, right? So, because back to this hard-boiled egg shit. What if they put...
Why are you so interested in a hard-boiled egg in your ass?
No, because that's what Suge Knight was saying. What if they put a raw egg in somebody's ass and it cracked and then you got that shit?
No, he said hard-boiled.
What if they was really fucked up and put a regular egg in your ass? And then it is...
I'll tell you what. Why don't you go home and do it and tell us about it next week?
Cool,
all right.
No.
Then leave it alone because
we have
I don't even think
one
about
quick
it.
video. This is we're gonna end on a happy note.
That's gross.
This is a video that's going viral. It's a hippo. If we could roll the tape of the 2-month-old baby pygmy hippo.
Oh,
that's definitely AI.
This thing is going viral. Is that Jake Tapper?
It might be.
So what?
Let's see when it poops.
I'm not sure why it's going viral, other than it's just cute. You know, I guess it's a cute.
That thing's awesome. That thing, it really does look like, like a fake little animatronic thing.
Until Mama comes around.
Oh
yeah, I know. What a mom at?
Get your ass killed.
Well, that thing is freaky looking.
You guys ever play that game, Hungry Hippo?
Hell
yeah.
Looks like it.
Hell yeah.
I used to love that game.
The mom was right there, it looked like.
That's bullshit then.
You know
Because
what?
hippos are very unfriendly.
Now I want to play a board
There it is.
game.
See, right behind him.
She's like, get away from my baby,
this is
bitch.
bull crap.
Get away from my baby.
This is bull crap. Dude, I'm telling you, hippos are extremely unfriendly.
This reminds me of some of the girls that come up to you and request songs in the DJ booth.
Oh,
yes.
Maybe at some of the clubs you DJ at.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't playing your song,
Bad
bitch.
Bunny.
Oh, that's fucked up.
That's going to do it for us. The
guys are
Outcast Podcast.
He ain't lying, though.
Signing off.
Apparently you DJ in downtown Fort Myers. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
We'll be back next week, God's willing.
Bye, guys.
So long.
This is inflation.
I was kidding.
Idiot.